Surprise!
So 5 system like zero radar terminated squawk VFR and frequency change cruise so on.
Hey there, welcome back everyone to another X-Plane 12 flight sim video. I've got a little surprise for you. We are taking a break from the cross-country trip that I've been on from Tri-Cities, Tennessee, all the way to West Coast, California, and up the West Coast to Victoria, British Columbia. I mentioned in my last vlog, I think it was leg number 11, from San Diego to Bakersfield, that I started eating crow, as my bride would say.
I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong, and it's time for me to eat crow.
And started dabbling with flying some of the airliners. These are original jets that I've been flying with, the Embraers, Embraer 145 and the Embraer 195. So surprise! We're going to fly the Embraer 195 today. We're going to fly from Atlanta down to Orlando, Florida. Just figured I'd try something different, maybe see if you guys enjoy it. So please let me know if you do. Leave a comment, leave a like, something. We'd really appreciate the feedback. That'd be outstanding. I'd really like that. Be cool. With that, I'm sorry, gosh. For those that don't know me, my name is Dan. I am a retired California High Patrolman of 27 and a half years. My wife and I moved out to Churchill, Tennessee, and I hope to get back in the cockpit in retirement and do some volunteer work as well. We're going to jump into this Embraer aircraft, Embraer 195, and fly down to Orlando. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know if you do, please. So yeah, here we go. Let's take a look at where we're at here. Hey, it's Dan from the future. One day in the future. So when I originally started editing this vlog, I was including just about everything for this flight from start to finish, and the vlog was going to be just over an hour long. I don't think I'm quite there yet as far as viewers wanting to see an hour-long flight. I know some of you might want to see some of the detail-oriented things I need to do to prepare for the flight, entering flight plan into the flight management system and things like that, but I'm not sure if I'm quite there yet. I think people right now, or whoever's watching these, I know mainly my family and friends, probably just want to see the basics and see the flight, and, the takeoff and landings. Everybody's always just interested in those, it seems like. So eventually when I get to, or if I ever do get to a level of viewership that want to see entire flights and see me go through every little detail, I will start doing that. But for now, I did take a lot out of this vlog, cut out a lot to shorten it down to where we're at now. So again, let me know if you want more. I will include more. If you want less, I'll do less. I really just want you all to be able to see what it's like flying in this simulator in X-Plane 12. So, alrighty, thank you so much, and back to the vlog. Okay, currently this is us. This is our aircraft, Embraer 195. We're sitting at gate Alpha 2 at the Atlanta International Airport. You can see another Delta airline flight there coming in behind us. Let's jump into the cockpit. Might be a little quieter. Sorry about that. So let me show you here. Another thing too is I've, with my Bravo throttle quadrant that you see here for my sim, my hardware, these controls here, they actually come off. It's very simple. You just pull them off and you can exchange them for the different types of aircraft that you're flying. So now I do have the setup for the commercial airliners. However, I did purchase some new throttles that I'm waiting on from prodesksim.com, specifically for the Embraer. What that's going to do is it's going to help me with like the flaps. I won't use this flap lever here just because there's no detent to stop it where it's between the different flap settings. So I'll be doing that on the sim. But once I get those, it will have it where it's basically exactly what like the real world Embraer is like. All right, so we are in the Embraer 195 cockpit. First things we're going to do, bring the jetway down to our aircraft and start loading some passengers. Here we go. Okay, jetway's in, set up. You can hear that. We're going to jump over here to the EFB in the aircraft. I popped it out. So, oh gosh, I need it. Sorry about that. It's an electronic flight bag. I did pop it out. It makes it just easier to manipulate it. So we are opening the front passenger door so people can get on. We're going to open the front service, the front cargo. We're going to remove the engine covers. And we're going to open the aft cargo and the aft service. And move this off the screen for now. So as you can see here, everything is open. And we're going to request our ground service as well. And we're waiting for the 3 vehicles to drive up. Okay, while we are waiting for the vehicles to drive up, let's get our APU going. That's the auxiliary power unit. So we have power to the aircraft. Let's turn on battery 1. Battery 1, battery 2, APU coming on. Okay, everything's powering up. APU is ready to be started. Let's come up here, APU start. It's going to give us power. The APU is starting up, 35%. Emergency light, not armed, so we need to do that. Emergency lights, arm those, they're good to go. Make sure all these other lights are off for now. APU is at 100%. Let's take a look outside, see if we have any service vehicles, and there they come. Looks like they're going to be bringing us some food. Zoom in here so you can see it. Fuel trucks coming in. There you go, look, yeah, we're getting filled up for the flight. It's not a very long flight. I think it's about 56 minutes or so. You can see here, though, the APU is running. This is where the exhaust is coming out of it. So if you've ever wondered that, when you see that on an aircraft, that's not an actual engine that's going to be flying and pushing the aircraft. That's just the auxiliary power unit to power the aircraft when you're on the ground. We'll jump back into the cockpit. Okay, let's get people on board. We're going to start that plug-in here. Start passenger FX20.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final boarding call for your flight. Please proceed to the departure gate. Thank you and have a pleasant journey.
Well, you probably hear in the background, hopefully, some chit-chat of the passengers as they board the aircraft. Okay, and with that being said, we are going to start loading our aircraft, getting everything set up for what we need. I'm going to get back to the flight planning situation here in a minute, but looks like we've got everything's loaded. They've left us alone. We're going to stop the ground handling. We're going to get the jetway back into away from the aircraft. I need to close all the doors. Jump back into the aircraft. Choose our runway that we're expecting into Orlando, which will not change because I'm not using any air traffic control. So 17 left. We're utilizing the ILS instrument landing system. We are using the Bosch transition. So on the approach, we're ILS for 17 left using the Bosch transition. And now we're going to plug in our STAR, which stands for Standard Terminal Arrival Route, for our arrival into Orlando. We're using the Grinch 5. Grinch 5, and our transition is going to be ZJX. I'm not sure how you would say that. Okay, so we have everything loaded here properly. We're going to apply that. Okay, double checking everything. We are leaving runway 26, going to Snuffy, correct. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is go back to ForeFlight here, because this is another reason I like to use it.
bring up the airport diagram. We are utilizing 26 left today, so it's right over here. As you can see, it's going to be quite a bit of taxi. We're at Alpha 2. This is like I said, a real-world flight. This is where this flight took off from, what gate they were at. So we need to push out, get a push. We'll utilize the better pushback plug-in for X-plane, and we're going to face north. And so we're going to use pushback, as you can see here. We're going to set this up. And so we're going to want to get pushed right out here. Set that up this way.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
And we're going to call him. We're ready to
Ground
go.
cockpit. Tow is driving up.
He's coming off from our right. Through the building he comes. That guy's very good. Must be from the Marvel Universe. Alright, so he's going to start hooking up. He'll talk to me through this, through the radio here, and I'm just going to double check. And then once he hooks up, we'll start our engines up.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Winching strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
Release parking brake. Parking brake here. Released. Come back to our normal view. He's going to give us permission to start our engines. So you can barely tell, but what he's doing is he's lifting the aircraft now. I'll get some views of the outside push here shortly.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Engines. We will start with engine number 2. And we'll see the engine start here.
Every member of our team is here to ensure that
And
your
we'll wait for
journey is
ignition.
as pleasant and comfortable as possible.
Ignition A. Good.
We are
Close that up.
honored that you have chosen to fly with us.
Some views for the
Safety and comfort are our top priorities.
seats back
So
here.
before
We're
the
getting pushed
aircraft
out.
takes off, please pay attention to the following safety instructions. In the likely event of a sudden loss of air pressure, oxygen masks will drop from the panel above your seat. Remain seated. Pull the
So
mask
I'll speak over the announcement.
into your mouth and your nose.
As you can see, it's very easy engine start. That's all you've got to do is just flip a switch.
Around you. The life jacket
Engine is
is
coming
low
up.
on
Looks
your
like it's a
seat.
good start.
When instructed to do so by the crew, pull the life jacket over your head.
We're going to go and start engine
Attach
number
the
1.
strap to the hook in front and pull tight to adjust it to your waist. Before leaving the aircraft, pull the red toggle sharply downwards to inflate the jacket. If you leave
Engine
the
1
aircraft
starting.
with an emergency over the wing window exit,
Close the shield.
please inflate the jacket outside.
Take a
And
look
if
outside for
necessary,
y'all.
pop up the safety card in the seat pocket in front of you. This or any other flight is a non-stop
Alrighty.
flight. To bring you closer to the places you want to discover, to bring you closer to the ones you love, flying further each and every day in comfort and safety. That's our commitment.
We're going to wait for him to disconnect.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
There he is, working down here. Disconnecting it. Alright. Disconnect enhanced signals. Here we go. Okay, as we're waiting for him to do that, we are going to come down here. And we're going to go to flight controls and check our flight controls.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you, sir. Full left, good. Full right, good. Elevator full up, good. Pitch down, good. Rudder, full right rudder, good. Full left rudder, good to go. Flight controls are set and checked. Look over here to our right. Get the signal from him that he is completely out of the way and the pin is removed. And that will give us what we need to know to start taxiing. There he is. He just pops out of nowhere, if you can see him. Thanks, buddy. We'll catch you later. Okay. Ready to taxi. Prior to taxi, let's get our taxi lights on. The strobe light should come on. Nose and taxi lights are on. All other lights are on. Alrighty, here we go. Not sure if you can hear the people in the background, but there are people chit-chatting back there. Okay. Get on our way. Got our little groovy music going on in the background. There we go. Alrighty, long taxi. Let's we'll see you guys over at the runway. We're finally getting close to the 26 left to lining up. Okay, we are at 26 left. Let's configure ourselves for takeoff here. So let's go flaps 1. I'll make an announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you very much for your attention. And now, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the takeoff. We'll give you a little more information about our service plan and our flight as soon as we are in the air. Thank you again, and welcome aboard.
Auto brake is going to be to turn it to rejected takeoff. Taxi lights coming off. Oops. Landing lights coming on. We are fully set. Let the attendant know that we're getting ready to take off. And setting the auto throttle here. Coming down here. We're going to hit the toga button for the throttle, which, as you can see here, sets in everything ready for autopilot. All right, I believe we are set. Let me double check the...
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be dimming the cabin lights for takeoff.
One more
and
announcement.
once again for landing. If you wish to, and if you are able to read, or if you are afraid of the dark, a reading light can be found in the panel above you.
And takeoff configuration check. We will check that now.
Takeoff okay.
Takeoff okay. We are set. And we'll...
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
And in perfect timing, the announcement has been made. Baby crying in the background. So, what I need to do, which is so simple, this plane is so easy to fly, is once I get lined up and we go full thrust, the auto throttle takes over and it does everything I need it to do. I just need to watch my speeds, and the computer will advise me as I get to V1 and rotate. So, final is clear. I have no clue if there's a plane on the other side of this runway from Traffic Global, but lining up on 26 left. So, forgive me if there's a plane coming straight at us. It's not going to happen, for real. 26 left, lined up, and we are ready for takeoff. Alright, throttle's coming up, brakes have been released, we got plenty of runway. Auto throttle is already taken over. And we're starting our roll. Okay, 60 knots. We're waiting for 137 is where we're going to rotate at. 100 knots. Zero. Coming up to V1.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate. Airborne. Positive rate of climb. Gear coming up. We're going to be making a turn shortly here. Follow our flight plan. Now, as you see, I don't even need to touch throttles anymore. They are set. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And we're good to get rid of our flaps. Back to 0, good. And we're going to go ahead and hit the autopilot. Autopilot on. She's taking over. We are on our way. If you can see here in fourth flight, we are on our way to Snuffy, and we're making a turn towards Slaw. We've 10,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've now passed the altitude of 10,000 feet. All electronic devices may now be switched off from airplane mode. This aircraft is equipped with Wi-Fi. Please see your flight attendant for more information. Thank you.
Landing lights coming off. Fast seatbelt coming off. Sterile off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. For your continued safety, our airline requires that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated.
Okay, so let's just get back to you when we get to the top of our climb. For now, just sit back, relax, as he said, enjoy the flight, enjoy some of the views.
We have a Mayday sampler, which consists of 3,000 green.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We've reached our cruising altitude of 3,000. I mean, not 3,000. 35,000 feet. We're just about to our cruise speed there. It looks like it's going to be about 269, 270, 270 knots. At this altitude, though, our ground speed is 466 knots. So we're really moving along. So at 466 knots, 465 knots, right around there, we're doing about 536 miles an hour. The air is a lot thinner as you get higher, so you get those faster ground speeds. We are slowing down to a descent speed. Such a simple aircraft to fly. I think that's the way it is in the real world too, from what I understand. There we go. So we've captured our path, our vertical path. You can see the triangle coming down, and we are starting to descend. And as we get closer to our approach, we'll come on back in, and hopefully I can have a nice landing for y'all. Okay, we've captured the localizer and the glide slope. We're 17.5 miles out. Landing gear coming down. After we land, we'll make a right turn, a right exit off the freeway. That's my job coming back to me. Right turn off the runway.
200.
Okay.
Throttle.
Auto throttle coming off.
Throttle.
Autopilot. And flying the aircraft to the runway.
Approaching minimums.
Glide slope.
100.
Glide slope.
Okay.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
We're back on the
50.
throttles.
Glide slope.
40.
Glide slope.
30.
Flaring it.
20. 10.
And there we go. Reverse thrusters coming on. Reverse thrusters coming off. Welcome to Orlando.
Putting the overhead bin, as heavy articles may have shifted around during the flight. If you are requiring deplaning assistance, please remain in your seat until all other passengers have deplaned. One of our crew members will be pleased to assist you. On behalf of myself, the airlines, and the entire crew,
Off the
I'd like to thank
runway.
you for joining us on
As we come into the terminal here, I really appreciate you watching this. If you watched all the way through, thank you so much. If you enjoyed it, please just give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. That'd be awesome if you could. Let me know what else you'd like to see from me on here. This is a new venture of mine, the flight sim vlogging. Again, thumbs up would be awesome. A comment would be awesome. Just let me know. And I really hope to soon someday give you some real-world flight vlogs. That would be pretty cool. So again, thank you so much. Have a blessed, wonderful day. And as we come in here, we'll see ya. Gate 92. Jetway. Perfect. Hear people in the back getting out, getting their baggage and whatnot. Let me shut this whole thing down and get out of here. Go over to, well, Epic Universe is not open yet, so I guess I can't do that. And Disney World is just too expensive nowadays, so I don't know. Maybe do some fishing. Again, thanks so much for watching. We will see ya.